Okay, 7 o'clock, would you please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I guess I omitted, we're calling this common council meeting to order Tuesday, November 9th, 2021. The roll call please be taken by the clerk.
Brown.
Here.
Evans. Here. Foodie.
Here.
Groton.
Here.
Morose.
Here.
Schuster.
Here.
Mayor Wagner.
Here. Agenda approval. Is there a motion to approve the agenda as printed?
So moved.
Motion by Foodie, second by Schuster. Any further discussions, questions, or comments? Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Public appearances and citizens' comments. Let the record show there are none. Communications. Sean, do you have anything?
I have no communications.
Well, moving on. Consent for our agenda items is listed. Is there a motion to remove any items for the consent motion? Seeing none, then I'll entertain a motion to approve the consent agenda.
So moved.
Motion by Brown.
Second.
Second by Schuster. Any further discussion? Seeing none, roll call vote.
Brown.
Aye.
Schuster.
Aye.
Evans. Aye. Foodie.
Aye.
Groton.
Aye.
Morose.
Aye.
The consent agenda is passed. Next, we have approval and payment of bills, checks for $79,476.
That's part of,
That's part of the
that's
consent.
part of the consent.
Yep, excuse me.
Agenda item.
Excuse me. Now we're down to number 5. Non-consent agenda items. I thought we were acting upon them if there was any to be removed, but there are none to be removed.
There are none to be removed, so I can go to the next one.
All right. Reports of officials, Mayor. I have nothing. Clerk Treasurer.
A couple of things. We did have our new deputy clerk begin on Monday. She's 2 days in and she's doing good for 2 days. No concerns right now. We also have started the 2021 financial audits. We had preliminary stuff being done last week, I believe on the 1st of November. No concerns at this point in time. We do have the actual audit scheduled for, I believe, February 5th. It usually is about 3 to 4 days during the week that they request information and stuff like that. And then also we did have a finance meeting and they did propose a budget that will be heard. A public hearing will be on November 22nd, starting at 6 o'clock. So that's a Monday, the Monday before Thanksgiving.
Any questions for the clerk? See none. Library. We have our library director.
Before the meeting, I gave you a paper leaf, and I just wanted to let you know, and those of you watching at home, that we have a thankful tree at the library. So you have homework. Sean will gladly collect these at the end of the meeting. Write what you're thankful for. And if you can't think of anything you're thankful for, your public library, I'm sure. And but there are many things. In fact, we have a list to give you some prompts at the library. Funny things you're thankful for. My library page wrote down that she's thankful for good hair days. Hear, hear. Not having one today. Unique things to be thankful for, things to be thankful for at Thanksgiving, and things to be thankful for in life. So we will hang these on your our thankful tree, and you can always add more if you come into the library as well. We are thankful for this community. 2 organizations have reached out to the library to give back. The Strive Mentoring Program at Dodgeland approached the library about setting out a big Rubbermaid tote outside the library to collect gently used or new coats. And last year was the first year they did that, and they received their goal was 100 and they received at least double that. So you have until Friday to drop off any used coats or even new if you have them, and they will be given to people in need. We are also a drop-off location for the Gathering Source Food Pantry all throughout the month of November. So I am just thankful that we have a community that thinks about everyone and our needs during this time. Countdown to Christmas. This will be year 4 that we've done that at the Juneau Public Library in partnership, and I need to make sure you all know this, with our local access cable TV director, Bob Sweeney. Without him and his editing skills and his ability to be places when I can't be and record, we couldn't do that. And we do have permissions right now with publishers to be able to read and broadcast those readings. So if anyone at this table, or if you know anybody that would make a great reader, please have them contact the Juneau Public Library. We'll do that December 1st through the 24th. We'll be counting down to Christmas. I have some items here that have been purchased by the Dodge County ADRC, Aging and Disability Resource Center. These are called reminiscence kits. Now, you know that they work with people with dementia, and these are meant to be something that you or a caregiver could check out, and then when you're spending time with that loved one, it might jog some memories or just give them pleasure in seeing things from their generation. The kits, like I said, were funded through the ADRC, but they thought they'd get more circulation at our public libraries. Every Dodge County library that was interested received different themes. So although I only have 3 here, there's other themes throughout Dodge County. I have handyman. Hey, you want to check that one out? That's you. The outdoors and autumn. But there are lots of topics that people can check out. Always one of those things that is good if you're like, I don't know how to communicate with this loved one. Sometimes just sharing an experience together with some conversation starters is really all you need. And last but not least, someone around this table was a big adult pumpkin decorating contest winner. Miss Foodie here entered an adult category, and her Harry Potter themed pumpkin won in that category. If you're a little bit jealous, and you should be, there is a gingerbread house decorating contest coming up in late November, early December. So stop by the library, get more information, and spend this time here with family doing something together and enjoying your family time. Any questions for the library? All right. Happy
Parade of
Thanksgiving.
trees all ready to go?
Parade of Trees, yes. We will have an open house this year. The Parade of Trees is hosted by the library, but it is a Juneau Chamber of Commerce event. And so I haven't heard news on how many trees yet. They will be arriving at the library on the 20th of November at 9 a.m. Yeah. And then the open house is Sunday, December 5th. So there will be refreshments this year, there will be entertainment, and there will be a raffle. And yeah. All right. Any other questions? All right. continue on.
Thank you. I allotted 8 minutes for you. I didn't want to cut you short. I thought I had to give you some filler there.
Do I have time still?
Nope.
I can fill it.
8:05 right now.
Oh, okay.
Moving on, Planning Commission.
Plan Commission, we did meet. Eric Grozkowski from Excel Engineering and Dave Utek from Keller Incorporated showed up and discussed the expansion plans for Bullseye Industry. We reviewed the plans that they brought, the engineer and builder brought, and they're subject to state approval, and we accepted the plans that they presented. We had Dodge County Housing Authority came, Don Brown came and presented a workforce housing area in Juneau. We discussed at length different options that we could look at, and she's going to come back in the next meeting. I'm hoping that the next meeting or the following one. We took action on setback requirements on a house on South Main Street. When the map was done, the Plan Commission missed that there was a section of the South Main Street on the east side that was zoned R1. It was voted in R1, but it got on the map as R1A. So there was a home built in the R1A setbacks when it's supposed to have been R1. So we had MSA redraw the map for us and update the website so that it's correct for what it was really voted in as, rather than the mistake that was made. So we hopefully got that taken care of. And I believe, where is it? Here it is. I have a resolution. Resolution 53-2021. Amend official city map. Whereas the Common Council passed Resolution 33-2020 approving the official city map as shown in Exhibit A, and whereas it has been discovered that Ordinance 229-2015 was passed on August 11, 2015, rezoning the parcels along the east side of South Main Street between East Cross Street and West Kent Street from R3 to R1, and where it has been determined by the Plan Commission that the map approved on Resolution 30-2020 as shown in Exhibit A is incorrect, and the zoning for the parcels on the east side of South Main Street between East Cross Street and West Kent Street should not be R1A, and whereas the Plan Commission recommends changing the map to show the correct zoning for the parcels on east side of South Main Street between East Cross Street and West Kent Street from R1A to R1 as shown in Exhibit B. Now therefore be it resolved that the Common Council of the City of Juneau accepts the aforementioned recommendation, and I recommend for passage passed by the Common Council of the City of Juneau the 9th day of November 2021. I move for passage of Resolution 53-2021.
Second. Motion by Grattan, second by Schuster. Any further discussion? Unfortunately, we have one home that had been started with the incorrect setbacks, so there's going to be one home that does not conform with the required 30-foot setback from the street. It's about 21 feet from the sidewalk, the inside of the sidewalk. But I consulted with the city attorney, and since our official zoning map was incorrect, it's on us. We really can't force anybody to make a change like that unless we want to ante up and help in the cause.
That's right. Yeah. So, but at least it's corrected now going forward. So.
Yep, he's well aware that all the other lots that he is in ownership will be constructed with complete compliance. So.
Good.
Any other questions? Seeing none, roll call vote, please.
Groton.
Aye.
Schuster.
Aye.
Brown.
Aye.
Evans. Aye. Foodie.
Aye.
Morose.
Aye.
Resolution 53, 2021 is passed. Any other questions for David? Moving on, finance, chairman report. Cheryl.
We did meet and hammered out a budget for this coming year for our city. Some decisions had to be made. We started with a deficit, in the end ended up with a balanced budget. Not everything was granted that was requested, but we feel like we've made some good decisions for the city for the coming year, been able to give some things that they wished. We did approve the 2022 wage scale, which is a 3% increase for our employees. We also approved the 2022 health insurance contribution, and our actual budget will be approved at our meeting, as Sean stated, on the 22nd, and we would appreciate everyone being here. If you'd like further information on that budget or see what it looks like, I would ask you to go to Sean. He can give you further information as far as to be able to look at it completely if you wish to. I do have a motion though, as part of our standard process. We do approve a 1-year line of credit each year. Choose a bank with which to do that in case, God forbid, that something should happen that we would need to come into an emergency situation. Have not had to do that so far, but it is part of our process. So Resolution 54, 2021, approve renewing revolving line of credit in the amount of $250,000. Whereas the Finance Committee has reviewed the line of credit required for short-term purposes as shown in Exhibit A, and whereas the Finance Committee recommends renewing the revolving line of credit with Farmers and Merchants Union Bank with terms in the amount of $250,000 for 1 year at an interest rate of 2% with no renewal fee. And now therefore be it resolved that the Common Council of the City of Juneau accepts the aforementioned recommendation passed by the Common Council of the City of Juneau this 9th day of November 2021. I move for passage of Resolution 54, 2021.
Second.
Motion by Brown, second by Grattan. Any further discussion? It's the safety valve that we act on every year. Roll call vote, please.
Brown.
Aye.
Groton.
Aye.
Evans. Aye. Foodie.
Aye.
Morose.
Aye.
Schuster.
Aye.
Resolution 54, 2021 is passed. Anything else for finance, Cheryl?
No, sir.
Personnel, okay.
The Personnel Committee met on October 26th. Sean announced the new deputy clerk had been hired and will begin employment on November 8th. And the new deputy clerk has some government experience. We also talked about the efforts being made to fill the clerk treasurer position and the recruiting efforts that were going on. We also discussed an EMS accident from September 27th, and the driver did complete the required drug testing within the 24 hours. So, no resolutions from that meeting, but we did have a special personnel committee meeting just prior to this meeting. And we did interview a candidate for the clerk treasurer position. We consulted, and the committee did recommend offering the position to the candidate. And I have a resolution to that effect. And we also discussed Sean's continuing to consult with the city and with our new clerk treasurer as she transitions into her position. And Sean is agreeable to continue in that role to assist us as our clerk treasurer learns all of the responsibilities involved in running the City of Juneau. So with that, I will read the resolutions from the Personnel Committee. Resolution 55, 2021. Approve mayor appointment, city clerk treasurer. Whereas the mayor has appointed Megan Bukta as the city clerk treasurer effective on or about November 29th, 2021. Whereas the personnel committee recommends accepting the mayor's appointment, hiring Megan Bukta at the rate of $29.71 per hour, consistent with the city's wage scale at the start year clerk treasurer level. And whereas the personnel committee recommends the hiring be dependent on the successful passing of a background check, drug screens, and personal reference checks according to the city policy, and the employee serves a 6-month probationary period, and vacation is as stated in the city policy. Now therefore be it resolved that the Common Council of the City of Juneau accepts the aforementioned recommendation passed by the Common Council of the City of Juneau this 9th day of November 2021. I would move for passage of Resolution 55, 2021.
I'll second that.
Motion by Morose, second by Brown. Further discussion, questions or comments?
Has the clerk treasurer ever been appointed before? I thought they were always hired.
I couldn't tell you that, Jane.
I think they've always, it just looked, they've never been appointed.
They're hired, but I copied the way I went with
Okay.
mine, so, I mean,
Okay,
it's, yeah, I mean, Andrew, I mean, this is something that would need to get,
You wouldn't need to change it, no.
okay.
What, can we have a little background on?
Sure. So Megan was a city treasurer for the city of Fox Lake.
Deputy treasurer.
Deputy, no, she was city treasurer.
city treasurer.
Oh, city treasurer, excuse me, I had clerk in my head.
So she was city treasurer for Fox Lake. So she does have a fair amount of experience with municipalities and city government, and she has done some of the clerk treasurer training that must be a 3-year program, or so she's got like 2 years, but then she went to Waupun Utilities, which is where she is now. So she did not finish that 3-year training, but she did have 2 years in. So prior to her employment in Fox Lake, she also had some positions at the Department of Corrections. So she certainly has some city experience. She is, she certainly expressed that she enjoyed working for a municipality and looks forward to working again for a municipality. She liked the variety of things that it requires. So, I don't know, is there anything else that we can add?
I'm almost thinking the training you're talking about is the wonderful training they have at Green Bay. It's actually a 3-year track. It's a 3-year track for clerk or a 3-year track for the treasurer, and then your 4th year you swap over to learn the other duty. So actually having her in the 2nd year, which is more of a review, the 3rd year is a lot more intense. It's perfect, I think, to get the 3rd year clerk and then the 4th year treasurer, depending which track she started on. So
Well, I would think she started on the treasurer because that was her primary,
yeah,
her role was the.
but it's excellent training, and it's a 3-year track for your main, and then the 4th year to swap over to learn the other one. So
So, yeah, we're certainly hoping for the best, and I think as a committee, we felt that she could do a good job for the city of Juneau. And then Sean will, you know, we hope will continue on to assist us. Anybody else?
Any other questions or comments? Seeing none, roll call vote, please.
Brown, or I'm sorry, Morose,
Aye.
Brown,
Aye.
Evans,
Aye.
Foodie,
I
Groton,
Aye.
Schuster.
Aye.
Resolution 55, 2021 is passed.
All right, then I have Resolution 56, 2021. Approve consultation contract with Sean Hart, CPA, Whereas the Personnel Committee believes there is a need for the city to contract with the outgoing clerk treasurer to assist in city operations when needed. Whereas the Personnel Committee recommends to pay Sean Hart a rate of $37.14 per hour as an independent contractor as long as needed for general consultation for the newly hired clerk treasurer. Now therefore be it resolved that the Common Council of the City of Juneau accepts the aforementioned recommendation passed by the Common Council of the City of Juneau this 9th day of November 2021, and I would move for passage of Resolution 56, 2021.
Motion by Morose, second by Foodie. Any further discussion? I think this is gonna be key. We do have some financial issues tied up with some industrial users and what have you, and this is stuff that Sean has taken under his wing, and I'm sure she'll be able to learn from him, but she'll definitely need to be consulting with him on where we stand on some of these issues and what have you. So, just a nice opportunity to continue overlap from the former clerk. And I think we should change the verbiage on that resolution from the old clerk treasurer to the former clerk treasurer. The guy isn't that old yet, you know, so I would appreciate you changing that. I think it looks a little more professional. Any other questions, comments? Roll call vote, please. Former clerk treasurer.
Morose,
Oh, aye.
Foodie,
Aye.
Brown,
Aye.
Evans,
Aye.
Groton,
Aye.
Schuster.
Aye.
Resolution 56, 2021 is passed. Anything else in personnel, Kay?
No.
You enjoying your first stint? Atta girl. Moving on to public safety, John.
We had no meetings, we had no report.
Can I ask a question? Is there any, you'll be continuing to look into Sasha's request then for, in further meetings?
Yeah, so we were gonna look into that, yep.
Moving on, public works, Dave.
Public Works, we did not meet, but the, to let everyone know, the DPW is on their winter hours already. So they will be done with work at, I think it's 3:30, 4 o'clock. I think it's 3:30. So if you're looking for them, you need to look for them earlier in the day.
I see the dumpster was open this last week.
Yay.
The uprising will cease.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Nothing else, Dave?
Nothing else.
Cable TV, Jane.
We did meet, and we discussed ideas for recording, and if anyone else has ideas for recording, I would recommend contacting Bob Sweeney. And we are still looking for a TV producer, so if anyone has some extra time, would like to learn more about the position, again, contact Mr. Sweeney. That's my report.
Thank you. CDA, nothing to report other than that they will be used as a conduit from the Utility Commission, their community contributions that are funded 50% by our local utility and 50% by WPPI for additional Christmas lights and installation of Christmas lights. We made a $1,800 contribution towards that fund, and that has to go through either the Chamber of Commerce or the CDA, so the CDA will be acting on that and passing it through. Other than that, we don't have any. We've got one interested candidate or business in their industrial park that's looking to expand, as Dave reported earlier. Other than that, that's all we've got for CDA tonight. If you got any questions, I'll try to answer them. Rec Committee, Kay.
Okay, this is my first rec committee meeting. It happened on October 20. So we had a discussion about the possibility of getting a splash pad, which I actually had to figure out what that was. So I'm being educated. We have a $100,000 grant, and there's $100,000 city budget for it, but it would take some fundraising, so we have to still put that on the agenda about fundraising for a splash pad. And there was some discussion of where the splash pad actually is going to go in the city park. So that is something that needs some continued discussion. But Ashton, which is our new rec director, is gathering information about maintenance costs and the water cost of a splash pad. So we're still gathering some information about this effort. Ashton also reported to the committee that there was an opportunity for the city to receive a $62,000 grant from the Greater Watertown Community Health Foundation for a talk, read, play spaces. I also learned about that. And there was, some colorful pictures of this, I guess it's a plastic playground item that would, they're planning to put that in Hickey Park. And, it involves musical instruments and musical learning walls and signs and panels, and that all can be purchased with this grant. And I think it would be a great thing for Hickey Park, and it looks like a lot of fun for kids, or whoever else wants to run into that little house. So we talked about that. Other things, another issue that was brought up at the rec committee is there's a lot of children that take advantage of the City of Juneau's recreational activities that don't really live in the city, and trying to maybe get some other municipalities or wherever these kids are from to contribute something towards their activities. So Ashton did provide some data as to all the kids that participate and where they're all coming from, and how many are not in the city, and whether there should be a different fee structure. So she's going to draft a letter that we may send to at least the places that where Dodgeland students are at, the Reeseville, Lowell, those kind of places, because we're getting a lot of participation from those areas. So we will see what comes of that. Let's see, other things. Bingo is going to be moved to either Tuesday or Thursday. There's a wine and design event being scheduled. The recreation department, along with the library, is going to provide additional kids activities following breakfast with Santa. And Ashton is also gathering information on the possibility of an outdoor fitness court in Juneau, which I guess is some kind of concrete structure.
You're learning about that?
Step. I know, I am learning. I am learning all this recreation. And so, that's good. So anyway, then that's also a possibility coming to the City of Juneau. I don't know where they would put it, maybe across the street from me. Be right across the street from me. So, lots of things happening in the rec department. And Ashton did a great job of gathering information and bringing a lot of things to the committee, and it's great to see somebody all enthusiastic about the rec department.
A lot of fresh ideas she brought.
Yeah, so that was great.
Good.
Any questions?
Okay, moving on. Utility report by Richard.
Yeah, we had a meeting. Surprise, surprise. Matt Castillo and Greg Gunderson from MSA led a discussion over the wastewater facility upgrade plans. And the commission agreed to move the project forward and asked MSA to set up a public hearing in the near future at the community center. I'm thinking in December, possibly. The commission approved the following community contributions. The mayor stole my thunder on the
Oh, I'm
CDA
sorry.
for Christmas lights. And we also made the following contributions: $900 to the Juneau Rec Department, $700 to Dodge County Food Pantry. And there probably will be a little bit more to come on that. A meeting concerning the Sensient contract that I always talk about every month is set for Monday, November 15th. Apparently Sensient has given notice that they won't attend the meeting, but the commission is still going to meet. So we're trying to push that forward. The old digger derrick has been sold for $5,150. We discussed a situation where a residence has their water and sewer pipes extended from another residence, and this is against PSC rules, and the commission will send notice to the homeowner to connect their water and sewer to street laterals within a reasonable time, I guess. And finally, at the October 4th meeting, the Utility Commission approved new sewer rates recommended by the Sewer Usage Charge Study conducted by Baker Tilly, and council action is required to change the rates. So tonight we have a second reading of the ordinance change and a resolution for the council's consideration. So I guess I'll...
Now you can waive the reading of the second reading if you want.
We have to vote.
Motion to that, motion to
You
that
can make
effect?
that motion.
Okay, do I have to
To
make that
dispense
motion?
with,
You can.
you say, you
You
should
should.
dispense with
Sure,
the
I'll make a
second
motion
reading.
that we dispense with the second reading, although I really want.
Motion by Evans, second by Brown to dispense with the reading of ordinance 266, 2021, and proceed to vote. Any further discussion? This has been a back and forth between several entities that are working for the Juneau utility right now. We're playing in all facets of upgrading the treatment plant, an aging contract with Sensient, and trying to get our rates to a point where we're not losing money as we did last year. So this is basically a holdover until we get, tie us over until we get an established contract with Sensient. And so there may be further increases in these rates down the road. But right now, these will be our interim rates until we move into possible construction of a new treatment plant or addition of a new treatment plant.
But the ordinance itself doesn't address the rates, it just,
The sewer charges.
well, it just makes it so we can increase rates by resolution
Right.
rather than by
Correct.
having to change the
That's-
ordinance every time.
Yeah, that's why we're changing it.
Correct. Yep. So any other questions? We have a motion and a second. Roll call vote, please.
Evans,
I,
Brown,
Aye.
Foodie,
Aye.
Groton,
Aye.
Morose,
Aye.
Schuster.
Aye.
Ordinance 266, 2021 is passed.
okay, and then we have the resolution 57-2021 to approve sewer rates. Whereas the Utility Commission in partnership with Baker Tilly has performed a sewer rate study, and whereas the Utility Commission recommends the passage of the sewer rates as established in Exhibit A effective November 1st, 2021. Now therefore be it resolved that the Common Council of the City of Juneau accepts the aforementioned recommendation passed by the Common Council of the City of Juneau this 9th day of November 2021. I move for passage of Resolution 57-2021.
Second.
Motion by Evans, second by Gren. Any further discussion? Seeing none, roll call vote, please.
Evans,
Aye.
Groton,
Aye.
Brown,
Aye.
Foodie,
Aye.
Morose,
Aye.
Schuster.
Aye.
Resolution 57, 2021 is passed. Anything else, Richard?
That's all I have.
Cheryl, anything to add?
Flushable wipes are not flushable. It's gonna be my moniker, I think, but it's the reality. Please, put them in the trash can.
Thank you, good reminder. Okay. Any old business tonight? Any new business?
I'd just like to bring up Thursday is Veterans Day. If you know of a veteran, please thank them for their service.
Very nice, very nice.
I would also like to thank Sean very deeply for his care of our city and the time that he's been here, particularly from the finance side. It has been a pleasure to work with you, and you will be sorely missed here in our city for your knowledge, for your concern for our city, and for your integrity. Thank you very, very much.
Stole my thunder.
All right.
You're not done with me yet. You still got.
Is this, with this consent agenda, it seems like we got it backwards. It's like we should have the opportunity to remove the items that we want to remove before we approve the consent agenda, right?
Well, and that's what you asked right before we went through the consent agenda. You asked if there was anything that should be removed
So
from
that's
the
proper?
consent agenda. Yep.
So that's
Right.
proper, okay. I was just flying by the seat of my pants here, and I just kind of thought after, then we got to the next round, and well, wait a minute, this doesn't seem like we're doing it in sequence, but that's the way we, yeah.
But if you want to remove something, you need to express it then and get it removed.
Once he's gone, we'll go back to the old.
Wasn't my idea. Wow.
Well, we could
It
add
was my idea.
we could add.
Well, then we'll really go back to the old.
Shortens your meetings, it's about your fastest meeting.
I move to adjourn.
I second, oh.
Oh, wait, I thought we had bartender's license.
That's in your
No,
consent agenda.
That's right.
Thank you, Cheryl. We're getting that done faster.
Good thing I got a hard copy here. Okay. Okay, motion by Brown,
Second.
second by Schuster. Any further discussion? Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. This meeting is closed.